If you ever had a puncture changed by a bike shop, you know it's about 10 quid labour. So why are Bromptons more? Bromptons have internally geared hub, which means that the 3 gears inside here are controlled by this little chain moving in and out, and that's controlled by this cable and this lever. So as that moves across, that changes the gear, but that means there's more complexity to disassembling it. You need to take off the chain, you need to take off the derailleur, you need to drop the wheel out, and I'll show you how that's done. First, I need to disconnect the changing chain. So I unscrew this, and that will loosen up the chain so that I can have free access to it. See? And now you can see how the chain works. So I can pull it out and drop it back in, and that's how it changes across gear. Next up, I use a 15mm spanner on this nut here. Did have it. That unscrews off. With the derailleur off, I can focus on this nut and the other side and dropping the wheel out. 15mm spanner again, lefty-loosey. 15mm spanner again, lefty-loosey. Now these little tabs hold it in place, so I'm going to put the camera down for a second and pop these out. Now you can see the little tabs off the top of that washer fit just in above where the axle sits in the frame. Now I can drop the wheel. Bromptons use a 16-inch inner tube. It's a really small size, with generally fitted with Schwalbe tyres. If you're ever unsure what the size is or you forget, you can find it on the sidewall of the tyre. Pop the tyre off the rim. Now what you don't want is to refit the tyre and it go down again because you've got something in there. So just gently inspect the outside of the tyre and try and visually look for cues inside the tyre to indicate that there might be a cut or something sticking out. Try not to run your fingers down the inside because there might be something sharp inside the tyre. Now if you're repairing the tube, you can pump it up and put it in a bit of water to find the bubbles to see where the air gap is, or you can just listen. I can't actually hear anything, so I think for now I'm going to leave this as the tube rather than taking one from stock. To caveat, this is my Brompton. With a customer's bike, to be sure, I would always replace the tube. Replace your inner tube, making sure to pay attention to which direction the rotation is in. The rotation here is this way because this is the drive side of the bike. To replace the wheel, simply reverse the steps I've just shown by putting it back in and making sure that all 3 gears align. Follow for more and like this if you liked.